What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys have seen the last video, you guys know that we're going to be turboing the Civic Wagon, and today we're going to be doing just that. But what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to keep these videos short, so that way, like I said, the video doesn't consist of multiple days to do this, and doing this will kind of give me more time to focus on certain areas one step at a time. I'm trying to avoid being in my room taking this rest, you know what I mean? And I've just been like, I just need to be in the garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys what I get done today before the sun goes down. I mean, even if the sun goes down, I am going to kill the video as soon as the sun gets down, and whatever I get done today is what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. I do know what I want to do today, so I'm not going to talk a ton. I'm just going to go ahead and get to work. First things first, get this car jacked up. Going up for the 100th time, and the dog so what I want to do today is I want to remove the header and start working on the turbo and the manifold setup. If I could, I'll do the downpipe. If not, we'll take care of that tomorrow. In the last video, I mentioned that I want to keep this thing looking bone stock as possible under the hood. So the goal obviously is to keep this car super sleeper, and I think I'm set on what I want to do with this engine bay. So you can see how stock it is under here, and I've seen a lot of pictures online. I've seen a lot of builds back in the days on Honda Tech on people keeping it stock looking but turboed. And what I mean by that is people were building charge pipes and using this as a sleeve over the charge pipe, getting some pies going on here to get the tube to go down here, down there, wrap around, intercooler, blow a valve either in here or at the bottom. But we'll talk more about the charge pipe system when we get to that. That's definitely going to be its own video, because there's going to be a lot of pie cuts involved. So everything in the bay, like I said, bone stock. This guy is still going to be here, although it's probably not going to do anything, but it is going to block like the visual of the manifold and the turbo kind of in this general area. But like I said, the only thing you're probably going to see sitting right here is the wastegate. But wastegate is black, so that's sleeper enough for me. And like I said, today, turbo, manifold, let's get it going. I am deciding between this guy and this guy, although they are exactly the same. Now, this one has all of the stud and the nuts on here, right? But it is super ugly and rusted. This one is a nicer, cleaner color, right? But no studs. Now, you know how it goes. When you try to extract these, sometimes they'll strip. Turbo manifolds are known for stripping if you don't have the correct hardware. So do I want to risk removing this, or should I leave it rusted like how the stock header typically is? This right here, the intercooler. This one's the wastegate. We'll get to that. But the turbo is what we're needing right now. So let me think real quick and we'll report back in 1 second. Alright guys, so for some reason I overthought that. The studs came off super easy. Using these nuts, tied them up, reverse them. I threw it back on here without any issues. I threw some Loctite in it just in case. And now we're going to be using the much better looking turbo manifold. And now we're going to get this, made it with this guy. So this guy, 100 bucks, turbo from eBay, and this is a 50 trim. I originally thought I ordered a 48 trim, which is a little smaller in the housing, but this shouldn't be an issue for the single cam to spool. So this is a T3 50 trim with a 63 exhaust housing, which is a 5-bolt 2.5 discharge right there. And before I mate this up with this guy, I'm going to clean all of these, wherever this oil thing is on here. I'm gonna clean all that up. Probably gonna take this apart, clean it on the inside as well. Inside one of my yellow totes up here, I got all of these gaskets. Look at that. So gonna go ahead and grab one of these. Maybe these guys too. I need these gaskets. Or actually, I'll just take this one, leave that one there. I honestly feel that I can't tuck this turbo too close to the block. It might interfere with something, but I won't know until I put it into the car. So, got the turbo all cleaned up, right? But I also noticed that out of the box, the cartridge is clocked on the opposite side for a bottom mount. So the return is on top and the feed is on bottom. Back in the days when I first got into my first turbo kit, I thought the feed was drain was feed because of how it was clocked when I got it. That came off of a top mount. So be sure to know which one is the feed and which one is the return. I do have this all loose right now so I can clock it into the correct position. Put these guys up in the front. I'm probably gonna put Loctite on these later. This thing is gonna come off and on the car a couple of times. Top mount, so be sure to know. Go ahead and just tighten that down. Remove for now so I have access to the header. One thing I like about this car is that it came with the traction bar, so I don't have to remove the cross member to take off the header. Drop straight down and voila, all the space. Let's get this baby down there and see how everything fits. I mean, it looks really close, and I'm really trying to keep this radiator in here to kind of keep costs down of buying another one. Oh, we might be cleared. Oh, what's hitting? Oh, I see. So right there at the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can't see this one, but there's a little barb fitting on the compressor housing that feeds vacuum to the wastegate, and it's hitting the stock fan. Underneath here, plenty of room. I left this guy loose because this was kind of towards the radiator, and I kind of need it back so we can put a coupler on here, right somewhere there. And this is a 2-inch outlet. I have everything 2.5, so I'm just kind of looking at everything right now to figure out what I need to order to make this all work. I'm probably going to keep this 2-inch on this side and just go from the compressor housing to the intercooler, but we'll take care of that when we get to it. So as I was looking underneath the car, I figured I can route the downpipe in a direction where I have plenty of room to do the return line. Since I don't have the return line stuff, I'll do it another day, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make the downpipe, or I'm gonna try to at least make the top half of the downpipe, because I don't have the flex anyways, so I gotta go buy a flex pipe to finish it up. But just to get it started, I am using pieces of the old exhaust system right here. This came out of the CRX, which I'm no longer going to be needing, so I decided I'm just going to chop it up and use some bends out of it. And the only thing about this material is this is some really cheap, this is the same eBay exhaust system, this is really cheap material. I don't have any 16 gauge stainless steel or mild steel lying around other than these guys, but this is 2.5, and I don't want to transition 2.5 to 2.25. We are running a non-VTEC stock motor, so we're not looking to make a ton of power. I think this should work fine. Now the eBay downpipes that are pre-made that you can buy for super cheap, they're the same material, so whatever they were thinking that it'll work or not, this should work. So I bought this eBay flange because I knew I was going to make my own downpipe. This eBay flange is it's 2.25, I believe. It might be 2.25, I'm not sure. Almost, yeah, looks about 2.25. So that's gonna fit perfectly. I'm gonna get this bolted up to the turbo, and hopefully this flange is flat because I don't have a gasket for it. All right, guys, so I got the downpipe mocked up, a lot of cutting, tacking, cutting, and we have a 90 off the flange, coming down to a 90 right here, and then I pie cut right there to 90 under the pan to point backwards. So we have pretty much the first half of the downpipe fabbed, and I'm about to start welding everything right now. I just wanted to double check this joint right here one more time to make sure it's pointing in the direction that I need it to go, and hopefully it doesn't hang too much, not too much. So yeah, everything is looking good. The exhaust is kind of pulled to the driver's side because it only has one hanger back there, so this technically sits somewhere there, and it is pointing in line with that guy. So once we get the flex pipe, we can make the back half later, but right now we are looking good with this downpipe. Now I'm ready to weld it. Show you guys this real quick. Just finished up the downpipe, or at least the top half of it. Got the flange all welded up right there, guys, and this piece right there is welded. This pie right here is all nicely welded, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt this to the turbo so that way the flange can cool down and not warp. So let me find some more bolts. Ooh, that thing is super hot. Find some bolts. I was just sitting around right now, just kind of pre-planning ahead. I was looking at a lot of the stuff like these guys that we're not going to need. I was thinking about going back door right here, since the intercooler is going to be super tucked in. I'm not 100% sure with all of that yet, but I was just pre-planning. So tonight, guys, we got the turbo manifold connected with the turbo itself, and we have half a downpipe fabricated. This is going to be it for this video. We got a lot of progress done, or at least, I mean, progress is better than no progress, right, guys? Just know there is going to be a lot to follow with the turbo kit install. I am trying to get this car done like as soon as possible, because as soon as George get his clutch put into his car, I think I'm going to take this car and the all-wheel drive plus George's car back to the dyno. So hopefully we're all done within the same time frame so we can get that ball rolling. But before we close this video out, guys, I got two packages, one from the PO box and one in the mail right here. Let's open this together. First package right here is from Nicholas Stamper from Naytontech, Naytontech. I've seen his name float around a few times on IG, and this package actually came from Lazy Man Garage. He saw this new product that was released, and he figured it was something that I could use, though he did intend this for the red car, but the red car I actually still use the heater core in it, so I used my center vents. But Naytontech came out with this custom bezel which holds 3 gauges in the center and the clock as well right there, and it clips in like OEM. So instead of using this on the all-wheel drive car, because I still use the heater, I'm gonna put this in the KRX since we don't have a heater core in it, and I do want to put gauges in it to monitor a few things when I'm out there on the track. So Lazy Man Garage, thank you for this, man. You didn't have to, but I truly appreciate it. Definitely gonna put it to work. Gotta figure out which which important gauges do I need for the KRX, and we'll install this. If you guys want to grab one of these for your CRX, go to his website, natantech.com, or you can give him a follow on Instagram as well too. He makes a lot of stuff that I've checked out recently, but this one right here is definitely a nice piece. So give him a follow on Instagram, check out his website, check out some of his products, and oh, this is a message, so I'm gonna read it real quick. It says, big thank you for helping Lazy Man Garage get out of a pickle with the knowledge you give to the Honda community. From both of us, Lazy Man Garage and Nate Tech, thank you and enjoy the CRX Center Vent Triple Gauge Pod. The second item right here, if you guys saw the other video of me installing the new personal steering wheel, I had to get some new screws. So I ordered this literally on eBay like 2 days ago, and it arrived today. So I ordered a black set, right? This is like a little glossier black set, although I would have preferred flat, but I rock it. I bought the blue one for the Neo Grinta steering wheel, which has the blue stitch. Definitely gonna install this soon. And I bought the flat screws for the bottom half of the quick release to the hub. If you guys remember it, I was using the triangulated one and it was sticking out like a sore thumb, so I bought one of this. This came in super fast from eBay US Performance Lab out of Walnut Creek, California. This is the second package. We're gonna install this soon, but this is gonna be the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this progress update on the Wagon. Again, if you guys did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you guys want to stick around for all the stuff to follow, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.